Hey, so I wanted to just press record because I've been sitting here thinking about different things, different moments where my energy was really fucked with. And I want to talk about it because I want people to be protected. So through my experience, hopefully it will help you to, as you ascend and you come into these moments of being spiritually attacked, um, you be able to protect yourself, or you be able to recognize when you being fucked with, and then you can make decisions to protect yourself. So the first instance I want to talk about is, I did a video when Nateri and Solar broke up. Um, And in that video, I revealed a lot. I revealed a lot about like what's going on behind the scenes and how shit is like manipulated. But I also after that video realized how connected everything was. Like recently I did a video about Dolo and stuff like that and whatnot. And I started to feel like Dolo was working with these people, like the T and stuff like that. But I think the T is actually a Dracon or something like that, a reptilian. Because I remember that night when something was after I made that video, I was spiritually attacked. So that night when I was being spiritually attacked, what are those cards? I pulled some cards on it to help me understand the energy. And the card that came out was and I have a video of this somewhere, and maybe one day I'll put it up. But so let me find that card while I'm up here talking. So after I made that video, like the next night, and before they implemented a new plan, because it's like they spiritually attacked me right before they release a particular video. So after I made that, I was chilling, and then all of a sudden, I started to feel extreme remorse for like the T, like being really compassionate towards her, feeling guilt for like what I said and stuff like that. And it was so strong, it even made me want to like do something like take down the video or come online and renege on what I said and stuff like that. And I was like, to help myself to get out of whatever attack that I was going through, I lit a candle. I also start to go over the facts. I start to go over why I was saying the things that I was saying. And what really helped me to break out of this psychic attack was I went back and watched my video. And when I was watching the video, it eased me, you know, because I was making motherfucking sense. So that's how I was able, but the psychic attack was very strategic because initially I didn't even want to look at the video. And then I started to have like false memories. And I realized that once I started to watch the video, like I started to have I started to have memories of me not saying the correct thing, me saying something different and something like that. So then the next day, you know, I seen the T she released a video and it was something about something. I think it might have been something about Nateri and Solar and stuff like that. And I understood that, well, I overstood that they wanted to still implement their plans, because it's not just my soul that they want yours too. And they want people to believe it. And they know that when people watch me, they get disillusioned. So they wanted to psychically attack me so that I could, if they, at first, they wanted me to just like be so depressed and insecure and be so doubtful in myself that I just don't do my purpose. I don't speak. I don't talk. I don't do anything. I don't make videos. I don't talk about my experience and yada, yada, yada. So that's what they wanted initially. But when they seen that that wasn't working, they then started to try to make me disinterested in this, because they was like, well, we can't break her. So at least we could do is turn her attention away from us so that we could keep implementing our plans and we could collect the souls that we're trying to collect. Because right now she's throwing a monkey wrench into our plan. And we try to break her and we try to do this and that didn't work. So let's just try to put something on her to make her disinterested in this energy. But see, when I did that, I was disinterested in the energy, but I question it. Like I question not why I was disinterested, but why all of a sudden, when something, I'm a logical person. So, and I understand the steps it take me to reach certain conclusions. So when something hit me and all of a sudden I'm feeling some type of way and I haven't had a natural process to feeling that way, I question it. I question it, you know? So, you know, I don't really have an interest in it because I know that it's fake, it's fabricated, and I know that what y'all doing, you know? And it's lame as fuck. Like, I feel like it's weak as fuck, like what y'all doing. Like, y'all plan is weak. Y'all deception skills are weakening. It's just not working because y'all been see these people, these Dracons or whatever like that, they have a mindset like a program computer. Like they don't have no soul. So all they know is like the programming. So it makes them really predictable because like a computer, even though forget all these movies where they try to make you afraid of artificial intelligence, but it really ain't no reason to be afraid of it. Um, because it's artificial. Like the only thing that the computer could do is what it has been programmed. So, like in the movie, like our robot, when the computer is like got to a state of consciousness, supposedly that now they wanted to destroy the humans and take over, that programming to even want to do that had to be programmed into them by something. It wasn't something that they came to their own through their own experience. It was something that was programmed within them. And I think that in our robot, they even said that, like they even figured that out at the end, like somebody else was programming the bots to turn against people. Um, so, but it's the same like with the Dracons. Like we could easily outsmart them. We could easily find out like what they doing and stuff like that because but you have to tap into an ascendant perspective, somewhere that they can't reach. They can't reach that perspective because all they could do is the programming. So yeah, when it comes to the tea, oh, look at this. Mm. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, when it comes to the programming and everything, they very limited, like what they can do, what they could come up with and stuff like that. So in order for them to keep the programming working so long, they had to oppress you. They had to make you stop believing in yourself. They had to make you insecure and stuff because that keeps you asleep. And that's like the only way that they could defeat you. Like that's the only way. And once you out of that, there's nothing that they could do. So that's why they work so hard to try to make me feel like shit. Uh and it worked momentarily, but it didn't work for too long because as I was saying, for one, I'm highly spiritually protected. For two, um, I naturally have confidence in my motherfucking self. Okay. I naturally have confidence in myself. I always have. And when I do feel insecure about anything, I question why I feel that way. I don't just let it settle in and let that just be. No. And see, that's the people that they take over. So like, let's say that you was cool with somebody and all of a sudden envy, jealousy take over them. That person had got possessed. Okay. And it becomes dangerous at that point when it comes to them because they start doing things, they start to be override and taken over, and then they utilize these people against you. They utilize these people to spy on you. They utilize these people to make you feel like shit. They do that. So like I had one friend, um, and the reason why I'm not cool with her anymore is because I would tell her about stuff that's going on with me, and like she will say stuff that is seeing way to act like I'm thinking too deep, you know. Well, it might not have been about you. Like I was telling her some shit about Dolo because she watched Dolo. She wrote me through Dolo chat, not chat, but comment and asked me for a reading back in the day. Um, and I was telling her that was so clearly that he was throwing shade at me. And she told me that, well, it's like a 50-50 chance. 50-50? 50-50? You know, and that's when I started to like distrust you, to be real. Because, if you would have had said 95% or something, it wouldn't have been so bad. But you should have been saying 100 to be real, because it was just way too evident. But the reason you said that, and it made me like question, like, is you really seeing? Like, where are you? Are you in reality? Are you just so blinded by the matrix that you can't see shit that's right in front of your face? And if you can't see it, then that means I can't trust you, man. I can't fuck with you. And that's why I don't fuck with you now. And then, I didn't stop fucking with her immediately after that. But as time went on, it started to really confirm that, I shouldn't be fucking with this person because it's something in them, a programming or something in them that is against me, that is not 100% on my side. Even though her cancer ass was telling me that she loved me, even though her cancer ass was telling me that she believed me, she had my back and stuff like that, but I just wasn't seeing it through certain actions. So I had to like pull away from you, And I would even tell you sometimes because her being a cancer, she really knew how to tap into me emotionally. And I used to get so overwhelmed with compassion for her. Like I wanted, here go the card. I pulled this card on the T. The T, like I think she a Dracon, she a reptilian. and she really good at manipulating emotions. Like she trained for this. She be put in certain positions to do that. It's like she a empathy vampire, you know. It's like she like that. So like I was talking about these dreams. I had about 2 or 3 dreams with Dolo in them. And one of my dreams, he was actually doing a motherfucking ritual. And I talked about this dream, I think, on my podcast. I'm not sure if it's still up because at some point I felt the urge to take down a lot of my podcasts. And that might have been one of them. But I know that he's seen it, he watched it because soon after I talked about that dream, he started to make comments about how, you know, dreams ain't really real. Like dreams are a product of your day-to-day life, like, and it's just your subconscious mind trying to figure things out. So if you have a dream and somebody else was in it, uh that's not real, you know? Like that's you either projecting something, you imagining something. He was giving speeches like that. So, initially hearing him say that, it made me feel like, okay, so maybe the dream is pointing at some of my own desires or something like that. Because what happened in the dream, I went to a house. In a house, it was a lot of people, almost like it was like a house party or something like that. Um, then his daughter was in this dream, and his daughter was telling him that I was a good person. And he in a dream was acting like, indifferent or initially. And then I know at one point he was kissing on my legs. After that, the dream teleported outside. It was in a field. It was at nighttime, but I could see moonlight. And it was him and other people in black robes. And they was making a sound or something and doing little symbols and movements and moving around in circles. Like do some type of ritual this way, turn like north, east, west, stuff like that. And they was chanting something. Me in a dream, I was observing them. I was just looking at them and I was like, what the fuck are they doing? Like I was questioning it, like what is they doing? So that happened in a dream. There was another dream I had of him that it was a sexual dream. But in it, I didn't want to have sex with him and something started to ooze out of his dick, like pus or something like that. Also, around this time on his IG, he posted a picture of his dick print. That was after the dream, though. That was after I had the dream. I believe it was after. I believe it was after. Um, so I had these dreams of him and stuff like that. And, I ain't really know how to take it. Like I was first initially like, I thought that the dream with pus coming out his dick was just pointing out the fact that I wasn't attracted to him. But I didn't like dislike him as a person. I ain't do that. I ain't like judge him and stuff like that because I was believing what he was saying about dreams, not fully because I had other instances with dreams that I know that it's more to dreams than what he talking about. But I was believing that he believed what he said. Yeah. I was believing that he believed it. So, and if he believed that, I was believing that he wasn't constantly trying to get into my dreams. Maybe it was happening by accident or something. I was just making excuses for him because I feel like, for one, he pulled me to him. Because I'm telling you, I made a video when I first watched him, not a video, a podcast, because I wasn't doing YouTube yet. And he seen it because his next video, he responded to it. That's how I know you seen it. And I was like, damn, how do he even know who I am? Like, and then, that girl who I said that I'm not really trusting and everything, she gave me a reading and she told me in a reading that he already knew who I was before I even came across him. So, so I started to feel like he had an interest in me, like, but I wasn't attracted to him. I was really, you can even ask people, because I will communicate about him, um, because I was impressed by what he was saying, but now I'm understanding that he was harvesting somebody energy that I supposed to be connected with, and that's why I was being drawn to him. Um, that's why I'm so disgusted, yo, because these people know what they doing. Like, once I realized that y'all work together and y'all know what y'all do, it really disgusts me because Dolo would make comments about my family situation, like how he understood and stuff like that, and how fucked up that was. Like, if I made a podcast talking about it, he would make a video, like, and he would mention it in his video. So it made me feel like he understood me. Like, you know, it made me feel like he would understood me. So I thought, like, maybe we could work together, build something together, something like that. But I was not attracted to him. And then I believe I even start to mention that, like, videos and stuff like that. Like, I wouldn't mind working with this person. Then he started to make videos about, well, if you work with me, you're gonna have to be fucking me. And then, I made a video against that. Like, so you require all the women to have sex with you if they was to work with you? I later, now y'all seen that, because y'all will see this if I go on my IG and y'all go on my YouTube history, y'all would see me going through this process, and I would actually talk about it. I would mention it, because when he said that, I mentioned it. I said something about it, and I motherfucking tagged your ass in it. So, like that's why I didn't understand why you made that stupid ass comment about, well, why would I say your name when you talking shit about me in the comments? Motherfucker, I ain't never try to, like, hide shit from you. I was always in your face with it. I was always upfront with you, and you was watching me, and I know that you was. So, after that, I was like, you know what? I don't want to be a part of this. I started to pull away from it. Then something pulled me back to it. And y'all seen that too. Cause y'all seen when I pulled away from it and when I got pulled back to it. And even when I got pulled back to it, I was still questioning it. But I felt like there was more spell work done on me to make me look at him like in a different light, because I started to have more compassion for him. Then shortly after that one dream where his penis was having pus coming out of it, um, maybe like a month or two or something after that, I started to have like more romantic feelings towards him. And to be honest, I did not know where the fuck it was coming from. Like, and I was questioning it, is this a love spell or something? But um I didn't want to think of him like that. You know, I wanted to trust him. I wanted to trust him, man. But see, that's the thing. Because, you know, the round of time that he made a video about the tea and stuff, the fact that the tea would even conversate with me about that was weird to me. Like, it was just weird to me. So, and then afterwards, when I did that video about Solar and Natiri was trying to verbally throw shade about that situation. But I could tell that it's like she was trying to throw spells at me. Like she was trying to make me feel a certain type of way, make me feel less than. Bitch, I don't know why the fuck they use you. Now they're trying to use Velvet, but I haven't even been listening to Velvet. Velvet, I'm so disappointed, yo, because you know, I really wanted to believe that you was better than this shit, but you ain't shit. You must have got possessed. And it is what it is. It is what it is. Um, but I was questioning like, why are y'all using that situation? Why are y'all using that? So that made me realize that, oh, y'all trying to fuck with my vibration, and y'all must have been trying to do that. That's why Dolo would even do some shit like put a love spell on me, pull me towards him, just to do what he did in the video. Because when I started to express that, you know, I think I got feelings for him and stuff like that. He made a video about it was I can't even put it into words, but it was real negative and it was directed towards me. And then he started to play a song about being thirsty or something like that. Like he was trying to make it seem like I was thirsty or something. And I was just like, motherfucker, like I already know that I was the best option that he was gonna ever come across. I already knew that. I already fucking knew that, bruh. Cause I seen what he was surrounded by, and it was like I didn't even think that he would do what he did. So when he did that, that made me realize, okay, these people trying to fuck with my emotions. They trying to make me feel bad, but I'm questioning why. Why these motherfuckers are trying to make me feel bad. And then that will really open my eyes to shit, you know? That would make me really see the spiritual war. I've been seeing it, but it made me see like it's all about that spiritual war. Nothing else really matters but that. It's all about the spiritual. And that's when I started to feel even more protected because they can't hurt you as a divine being. They can only get you to hurt yourself. And I realized that that was their point. Their point was to get me to hurt myself, to get me to stop believing in myself. And if I would have did that, like if they was able to get my vibration extremely low, then they would have been able to take me out. I'm looking for the Obatella card, y'all. Hold on. Here you go. Obatella and your Maya. So let me tell you about this. Let me tell you about this right here. Got a weird taste in my mouth suddenly. I came across this story. Now I came across this story years ago, and I love this story. It was a story of Yamaya and Obatala, right? But in the past few months, I was looking for that story. Like I was looking for it, but I forgot like where it was, what website it was on. I couldn't find it, you know. I could not find that story. And I think I also forgot that it was a Yamaya story, but it was attached to Obatala. Um, but I forgot that it was attached to Obatala. So I was just looking up Yamaya stories, trying to find this particular story. And I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it until I came across Obatala. And then I put in the search engine Yamaya and Obatala, and then that story came up instantly. And it's just so interesting what's going on in this card. So yeah, I'm not gonna make this video long. I just wanted to talk about it so that y'all know what to do as y'all on this spiritual journey, because I have came across somebody, and this person, they a little younger than me, but I seen that where they at in their journey is where I was at some time ago. But because they are connected to me now, I'm able to prepare them for it. Like, I'm able to prepare them for the journey. So it make it a whole lot easier for them, because when I was going through it, I didn't have shit. But that's okay, because um spiritually I'm aware. It was supposed to be like that. Like, I chose to come back this time and find my way. And I have people, our spiritual team, watching me, and they revealed themselves to me years ago, but I was scared at the time. I'm not gonna lie. Cause that was like maybe 2013, 14 or something. And I was just spiritually awakening, and um I asked for my spirit guide to come into my dream and talk to me, reveal itself to me. What ended up happening that night, I went into sleep paralysis, and this light being was walking towards me, and I could feel the radiance of the energy, and I told it like I wasn't ready. And I didn't understand at the time why I was saying that. I was just saying, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. And then the light being started to slowly back away. Out of like respect, I felt respect. Like, it wasn't disappointed in me. It wasn't trying to, but when it was apparent to me, I seen like a whole bunch of spirits behind it, behind this light being, like rows and rows of them. Um, and then around that time, I had got like a Reiki session or something like that, and they was telling me that my light is getting brighter, and that spirits was interested in me. She also said fairies and stuff like that. At the time, I didn't know nothing about that. I still don't know a whole lot about fairies, but this is what she mentioned. Because at the time that this was happening, I was going through this awakening. I was having an issue with spirits like touching me, like not inappropriate, not like inappropriate or nothing, but just like I would feel like just in my room, and I would feel something like just touch my arm or something like that. And I would just feel energy around me. And it was scary to me at first. It was scary to me at first. So I was trying to figure that out. I didn't feel like it was something bad or negative. I just felt like something was happening. I just didn't know what it was. So I was just trying to figure it out, but yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Stay blessed, y'all.